y'all, it's Nia, and I wanted to say Merry Christmas! Well, Merry Christmas Eve. I believe, it's in a couple days actually. This will be posted on December 23rd, but I did want to bring some Christmas vibes to start off this week. We went to a Christmas parade at the beginning of December, and here's footage I was able to capture during that event. It was a lot of fun, and I'm happy I went. I usually don't go to town events like this, but I'm really trying to get out more, and that's kind of the point of my 30 before 30 challenge. It's just to get myself to go out and to experience life and to do things I've always wanted to do. So actually, this was my first ever parade. I honestly do not remember going to another parade. My boyfriend asked me on the way to this parade what parades I've been to in the past, and I honestly could not think of even one. I watched the Thanksgiving Day parade every single year, but I don't think I'd ever been to one in person myself. So I was so excited to go and to just experience this with the rest of my community. And for my first parade ever, it was a really great experience. I would say I wish it started earlier in the day. I think it started at like 4 and we got there like 5:30. And by then, as we all know, daylight savings went down, so the sun was going down as well. So by the time, you'll see later in this vlog, by the time we were leaving, it was so dark, like you really couldn't see anything. But it was still a good time. I wasn't sure what this bee was for, but that was interesting. There were so many fire trucks. I was like, okay, we get it. And they were loud. They were honking their horns so loud. It was honestly kind of uncomfortable, but again, had a great time. In the next clip, you'll see some students doing a performance, and I wanted to say before it starts, they did so amazing. I was only able to capture a little bit of it, but it was really great, and I'm really proud of them. Some of them were students that I taught back last year, so yeah, so proud of them. Weren't they so amazing? I love seeing kids do things that have nothing to do with their phones. I know I sound so old, but when I was teaching, it just seemed like they did not care about anything. And seeing them go out there, and I know some of them were probably embarrassed, but still went out there and did their best. It's just so cool to see. I know that these clips have already started, but you see all these Jeeps? This was the start of a long line of just Jeeps. I have no idea what kind of Jeep scene is in our Virginia town, but it's crazy. Have you guys seen them put little duckies, like rubber duckies, in the front of their cars? I don't know what that's about, but I see it all the time. At some point, I start to walk down the sidewalk, and literally as far as the eye can see is just Jeeps. I think this is in the next clip coming here soon-ish. Don't know why I didn't just keep going. Here we go. It's literally just Jeeps on top of Jeeps. We walked a little bit down the road, and it was still more Jeeps and more Jeeps. Finally, it was over. And this is around the time we were getting ready to go. Do you see how dark it was? You couldn't even see me really in the video. It was getting really late and cold. If you didn't know this about me, I get cold so quickly. I always need an extra jacket in the car. So this was towards the end of our evening at the parade, and I don't think they were done. I think they were going until 7, but at this point it was about 6 and we were done. So yeah, thanks for joining us on this little Christmas parade, and we hope you have a Merry Christmas. I know we did, or we will. This is in the future.